Greetings, fellow Zedites. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Zed City. Episode 37. Dry Shore. So, right at the start, we have Fangface and Exarch booking it to Mountain Home to deliver partial serums for pay, and the result of that is Heal Max Serum. And I am going to have them make a pit stop in a temporary camp to load up on water and repair the vehicle that they slammed into a whole bunch of zombies. So that the vehicle's in good shape and is fuel efficient and all that stuff. Covering the changelog here, I have decreased the threat scale considerably and the contamination scale, and then added a mod that allows me to target the ground with throwables, because that was not able to be done. And the first thing I want to do is try to get the moisture pumps up and running, which is going to take a little bit of effort, and also move one of the moisture pumps because I built it in the wrong spot. So I need to recenter it. So the current threat scale is 0, and I want to take advantage of that low threat scale as much as I can by doing as much stuff out of the base as possible during the lull. I think that's wise to do. Which means, in my case, I really need metal. Steel, that is. So I'm going to use Blue Punk Rocker to hoover up some of the slag out there while I build additional moisture pumps. And then also tell Guero not to make too many advanced components, trying to conserve as much steel as possible. Also breaking down some unused hospital beds as well. Is it a new Cathanon mod? It is not, actually, in this case. Ground Targeter is a mod that has existed for a bit. So I think another moisture pump I want is going to be there. No, I did that wrong. Here. Yeah, that looks about right. And then we're going to want 2 more over here to fully dry out the shoreline. We are continuing our research into pulse charge munitions, and I'll have you guys vote on what comes thereafter soon. So Guero, I'm going to have you hop into Blue Punk Rocker as the driver. And we're going to start collecting some stuff. So other things that I would like to do this stream, if possible, is to redesign the driveway that we have a little bit so that it is more efficient. I don't like the way I laid it out, as it offers tanky zombies a huge chance to do a lot of damage to the base. So redesigning it in such a way that mitigates some of the tanky operator threat would be ideal. I'm also watching very closely Zeusin and Redfield's contamination levels. Contamination threat is down, but it's not 0 and needs to be watched regularly, as it is still fatal. But I think now it's at a level that is balanced and playable, unlike what it was before. So here's Guero. Just eat on your feet. Another thing I did was I changed the mod for Dub's Bad Hygiene to pack more water. If we're doing more caravanning, we're going to want more water sources. Alright, so Zeusin, I'm going to have you stay inside once you go back inside. So yeah, more water sources so that they can fulfill their thirst more easily. Let's also get rid of some of the unused zoning, because I don't need all of the temporary zones that we used when they broke down. Those aren't relevant anymore. So Redfield's going to go run steel over to this moisture pump. And Guero's out here to hoover up some of the slag around. So we have more metal to make more moisture pumps. I do have to be careful with him, but as a level 1 or level 11 brawler, 10 brawler, something like that, he will be able to 1v1 most zombies other than the tanky operators without much issue. So I'm going to unrestrict him and have him start packing blue punk, which will require a bit of micromanagement, but that's fine. I'm sort of curious if I can make a temp zone here. Although, I think micromanaging him will be safer than me just, like, letting him auto-pack. But creating a temporary zone here so that he doesn't leave might work, too. Is it better to send bits or gift subs? It's entirely up to you. And it depends on how you define what better is. The other thing that I noticed is that we have no protein sources. And we probably don't need any more smoke leaf or hops, as we have plenty of it. So one of the things I wanted to do is to make smoke leaf joints, which could be used in a pinch when we have mental breakdowns, and then also start to make the yayo that we're using to pay off the warlords in the area for tribute, as we're starting to get a lot of psychoid leaves. 250 now, but that number is only going to be climbing. Another thing that is yet to be done is we did make Stormguard a spare eye, bionic eye, for the damage that she received, but we haven't, we haven't put it in yet, and I probably won't put it in until the others are home, until Exarch and Face are back, so that I'm not down shooters in a potential combat situation. I'm watching carefully that we use this low zombie pop moment to get as much of the moisture pumping done. Now, the real worry is until the moisture pump expands twice, it's very vulnerable to fire. And given that the sticky slime is super, super flammable, I have to be very careful to make sure that there's no fire sources that ignite it as a result, which would, is easier said than done. So Stormguard's coming out here to make a bridge for another moisture pump, and then I'll figure out, once I have that built, where the other moisture pump should go. The other thing I'm going to need is a source of power, so that I can actually power up these pumps. So I'm going to run a cable like that. I will be redesigning the southern driveway, but I'm not going to be addressing that right now, as it's not the priority. So it's one of those, it's going to be way easier to show than to do. So I'm not going to bother talking about that until I get there. Alright, I think what I'll do, because there's two zombies there, is cut out that as part of the temp zone so that Guero doesn't go try to load it. Ultimately, the idea for this area is so we want to redesign it in such a way that zombies do not congregate here, as it fails to be a productive use of zoning. So the idea is to make it streamline it so the zombies can be attacked around the lake, which is really not going to be that hard to redesign. It mostly involves like breaking down walls. For real, Redfield? No, you're doing something else. Good. Bro Knight, thank you for all the bits. What game have I recently enjoyed? You mean like on stream or off stream? As the answer changes a little bit. So we have that moisture pump up and running. Done. So now you can see all of the dark red, which is mud, and light blue is now covered in that area, and we're working on this pump. I suppose I don't really need to measure all that well for the last two pumps. as they're going to have significant overlap. So I'll get started on them. All right, I measured that incorrectly. So really everything left here is this area. So let me actually invert this plan. So this is the area left to be moisture pumped. So if I put one like here and one here, it should be fine. That should cover the remaining area. So there we go. Those are all the pumps I want. And we don't have the metal for all of that, so that's why Guero's out here hoovering up all the slag. Off stream just for pleasure? I played Warhammer Darktide. Not that I think it's a particularly good game, but I do play a lot of it for fun off stream. Guero, can you not go to that one? Only cancel the load. Because he was heading to a slag piece that was surrounded by 2 zombies. Try again. There we go. Much better. But I actually don't have a ton of time playing games like off-stream for fun. Gaming for me nowadays is mostly work. Not that, to say that I don't enjoy it. But you guys almost always end up seeing the fruits of that labor. So, Guero is a level 10 meleeer, and from what I interpret, the safe melee limit is not about taking 0 damage, it's about not getting bit. So, he might get punched by the zombies, but because he has sufficient skill, he's guaranteed not to get bit as long as it's a 1v1 against a normal zombie. Those numbers change if they're not normal zombies. If they're tanky operators or they're toxic or something like that. There is proof is in the pudding. He killed that zombie without getting hit once. Which I think it makes sense in a zombie. Like, if you can't 1v1 a zombie as a brawler, that doesn't make too much sense thematically, as they're not like super mutants, they're just zombies. Another thing I might want to do is to do some hunting. So here, as you can see, he got punched. But due to his, due to the fact that it wasn't, you know, he has 10 melee, it's guaranteed not to be a bite. Or at least that's how I think it works. I could be wrong. But that is my understanding. So Blue Punk Rocker's almost topped up. Exarch and Fang Phase are not too far from the camp they're trying to park in to repair the vehicle and rest and all that. And now I am being told I am missing components. Components that I am assuredly going to get from deconstructing these hospital beds. So, Guero, let's have you... Oh, we are shooting them, huh? Hop in the car. And start driving back to the driveway. And I'll have Stormguard flip the states of these doors so that he doesn't have to get out. Leave the car running. That was weird, but alright. Redfield is coming with components. So Guero, I'm actually going to have you unload and fight the one that got pissed off. And we'll move Blue Punk Rocker into position for all that slag eventually. So Redfield's coming out to build this moisture pump, and then Stormguard is going to build that one. And I just have Guero trying to clean up the way so that my shooters don't have to shoot. I know I've mentioned this before, but it's important to note that using your guns in this game is loud, and you can kill zombies with bows quietly and not suffer, not like draw aggro as a result. But I think, considering that there's more zombies coming, I'm just gonna have Redfield go loud. As it will be easier for me to clear the area quicker with bullets. And these zombies don't seem to be able to path to me, so that works fine. I can, at some point, strip up the floor for... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Strip up the floor for steel. I just figured slag is pretty resource dense, so it makes for a good steel source. Cryon, thank you for the resub. Stormguard, what are you doing? I think I misclicked. Yeah, we just need the components. So as soon as Stormguard's out of the way, we'll park Blue Punk Rocker and smelt that steel. Because at this point, the last pump, we just don't have the steel for. But what I could do, because I know you just mentioned it, let me do another temp zone. I'm not even going to name it. And Redfield here is going to remove, at first, the floor that has high steel value. And then there's the paving floor as well. I might need to set him on like a no-sleep schedule. We'll see. Yeah, he slept. I'm trying to use this brief moment of low pop zombies efficiently. Alright, Guero is all set with all that steel. Dump that out of Blue Punk Rocker. And that will smelt down pretty good. And he only has some bruises. Not too big of a deal. Alright, Stormguard, you're going to do the same thing as Redfield. Oh, you know what? I just realized they are, yeah, so they're destroying all the walls first. Because walls are higher priority than flooring. So I have to, this will be annoying. I have to cancel everything first. And then put it all back. And then tell them to take up the floors. And this is so that we have enough steel to make the last pump. And then also the cabling that the pumps will need. I'll just add this whole area. Alright, I'll have Guero plug in this side of the cabling because these guys can't path to it. I'm also removing the old cables because metal cables are fire conductive. They'll help spread fire around, so it's best if we don't have a bunch of flammable cables around, except for the ones we need to get the pump going. Fangface and X-Arc should be there any second now. Okay, that looks right. No, don't take a dump in the pond. Please and thank you. And then all Squirrel will need to do is to haul components over, and we'll be done. Sort of an economic way of doing it, I think. And the crowds down here aren't amassing just yet. Oh, there we go. Fangface and Exarch have arrived. So they're going to be... I'm going to drive the van somewhere where they can repair and where they can get water. Ideally close to the map edge so they can leave in a hurry. So this was a temporary camp. There's some awful beds over there, but I don't really care. I'm not here for the camp so much as I am here for the repairs. So I'm going to zone restrict them here so they don't go anywhere. And I have 1 day, 5 hours until zombies come. Which is plenty of time. So I'm going to set them to attack. If there's zombies here, they will fight them. And then I'll dump some of the packaged survival meals out of the truck so they can eat. But I made this pit stop because they weren't fulfilling their thirst needs in the truck because they hadn't packed enough water, essentially. All right, it's 5 in the morning. I think I'm going to give these two a break. Where they'll grab all the steel that they can hold and run back to base. I'll do wood too. There's nothing in the way. And all but one of the moisture pumps are already plugged in. Hey, Zeusin. What is your construction skill? 1? Okay, yeah, definitely. You're not the one to be building that. All right, Mr. Fangface. Set up the bedroll. And Fangface is now repairing Pooker, which was trashed driving over. All right. Setting everyone to be within the walls of the base for now, because I want to be the one to control them when they leave. And as soon as Guero is up, I'll have Guero run components over there and build that moisture pump. I could even, to do it quickly, bust a hole in the wall and then just patch it back up so I don't have to run all the way around. I like how Fangface was like, I'm idle. It's like, no, you're not. There's still a broken truck. Repair it. Hey, Jake. Thank you for the resub. And welcome. So, threat is climbing, and we will be seeing a huge surge of zombies on the home tile soon. This truck doesn't need to be perfect. Just the better that we can repair it, the more likely it is not to explode. How's my week been? I'm busy. How about yours? I'm changing Zeusin's priority to do farming over research, as we want to make sure that this farm is as productive as possible. All right. The engine efficiency is important, as that is how much fuel the thing uses for the most part. But then the wheels and everything else, you know, also pretty important in the scheme of things. One thing I didn't get done during this moment of respite is hunting for extra meat. So I might try for those mega sloths. So I am going to make the decision to actually purposely punch a hole in my wall here. So that I can quickly build this moisture pump and then have my shooters go out to hunt mega sloth. As, you know, as fine meals is nicer to eat than simple meals. And then also, if we want packaged survival meals, we require meat. So it makes sense. So Guero, have you build that. And the other 3 head westward because there's 2 mega sloths. And the beauty of mega sloths, unlike the other animals, is like when you shoot a mega sloth, they get pissed off and they chase you. So it should be a lot easier for to hunt them because they'll run to us. Because, you know, whenever we hunt like deer or donkeys or, you know, alpaca, stuff like that, they sprint away and we have to chase them into zombies, which makes it very difficult to actually hunt. Oh, come on. Unless we're such good shooters that we don't trigger the manhunter response, and then it's a bit of a pain. Of course that would happen, right? Now it's like a fatally bleeding mega sloth, and we have to go romping around in the ruins for it. What zombie do I hear? That was weird. There we go. All right, we got their attention, so I'm going to start running them back. So the healthy mega sloth here moves at 4.8, which is faster than I can move. So we're going to have to split them off into subgroups and take them out, which is fine. So Redfield go north, Stormguard go east, Zeusin go east but slightly souther. Who are you chasing? I don't think it's... Okay. There we go. Fast food coming in. So all the moisture pumps are now built. So if I overlay the terrain affordance... Oh no, there's one hole! Ah! The completionist in me will fix this. In fact, I'm going to move it 2 over. Yeah, I'm going to move it 2 over. So Guero, as soon as you're done eating that, I have some fixing to do. One down. That's funny. I was like, oh yeah, I don't need to plan this so carefully because they overlap so much, and then I screwed up. So Stormguard and Zeusin, you guys can be in the base now. And then Guero and Redfield will repair this moisture pump, or change the location of it. What a waste of material, but that's entirely on me. In fact, you know, I'm actually going to set them to close to base. And I am going to make an effort to strip up a lot of the floors here. Just because there's a lot of flooring and a lot of materials sort of tied up in that floor. So I might as well. Alright. Not finishing that hole in the wall until we're done. Hey, stop. Stop. Oh, what a goofball. I don't think his medicine's working as well as it used to. Right as you change the camera to him, he, like, chills. Because of course. Of course he would do that to make me look like an idiot. Oh, there's a swarm of donkeys coming my way. So that's actually kind of useful, because we wanted calories. So not only will we have the 2 Megasloths, but now we're going to get 4 donkeys. With that said, I'm going to construct this wall now, because it's not really going to be safe to be out here with donkeys trying to kill us. And then I'll fix that moisture pump in a second, just post donkey rush. We have 17 hours before zombies come to the other map tile, so there's really no threats here unless like a manhunter wants to try to eat me. So I don't really need to worry about that so much. And Exarch is now repairing the truck. They're taking like turns. Works for me. Alright, here comes the donks. Oh, there was 5 of them. Oh god, there were so many of them. Well, I guess know what we're eating. Sweet. That was pretty lucky. Alright. Guero. Work on that moisture pump. And then I'm going to draft the others to go haul the donkeys in. Because I just need them inside this door, and then they're accessible. So one other thing I wanted to do is, because it's still calm, is flip where this door is. I have anecdotally noticed that, like, zombies can sniff out where your doors are. I don't ask, because I can't explain it. But, like, because of this door, they will congregate here. Whereas if we put the door up here, they won't. And I don't really want them congregating on me. Looks like Guero has a clear path to do what he needs to do. Oh! There's a dude passing by from Siaka. I'm pretty sure I disabled that as an incident that can even happen, but okay. I guess. Very confused, but okay. There's one other thing I wanted to do to these, to the moisture pumps. While they are spreading out. It's a little counterproductive to do this in wood. Because wood, of course, is flammable wood. At least it will keep it safe from bullets. So what I'm going to be doing is creating bridges, if there's time. And walling them up. And as soon as the moisture pumps spread so that its full perimeter can be stone, I'll do that, keeping them protected from fires until they fully spread out. So once we haul these donkeys in, I'll work on that. Hey, Stochastic Turtle. Thank you for the bits. And yeah, it's Sunday again. Sunday on a Tuesday. Alright, Stormguard. Quit it with the donkeys. So I'm going to have Zeus and haul the donkeys. And everyone else who can... Oh, don't eat the donkey raw. That's going to be... gross. Everyone else is going to be working on trying to get walls up. Oh, heat wave. That's fun. I don't really have air conditioning in the bedrooms, so I might use some wood to make passive coolers for these bedrooms. Finally, they are repairing the rest of the car. Yeah, let's go ahead and burn some wood by keeping them happy. In fact, I don't even need it in this bedroom, because Fangface and Exarch aren't home. It's also probably going to suck for our plants. I will do the same in there. Because I have a lot of wood, at least for now, so I don't mind wasting wood if it means having food grow. It's probably worth it. $14. Just keep repairing. So there's a lot of limestone there that I wouldn't mind grabbing in order to make some of the walls to protect the moisture pumps. But it's kind of guarded by a lot of zombies. So the wooden walls are only for bullet damage mitigation. And the stone walls are for fireproofing. These zombies are definitely sniffing me out, though. I have to be careful of that. Don't even need this. I'm not sure. No, I don't think I need this zone anymore. So this is a butchery. It's useful to actually name your zones what they do, so you don't get confused like I just have. Checking up on the contamination. Still fine. Oh, no. Redfield's starting to fire on them. At some point, I might offer you the ability to vote on whether or not I get bows. As, bows don't kill swarms effectively, but for stragglers, they work pretty well. Oh, Stormguard, why are you stupid? Why are you stupid? I think we may have... Okay, I am going to have these guys rest for the night. Because I think we made enough noise that it's going to be a problem if we don't rest. The other thing that might become a problem is, due to the heat wave, the efficiency of our freezer might drop. We might end up thawing instead. Keep an eye on that as well. Yeah, Stormguard's really getting real comfortable getting close to the zombies, clearly. Have to keep an eye on her. But I feel like that was pretty good work. Getting all the moisture pumps up, provided that we... Oh, God, not a Slimer. So the problem with Slimers is this slime is so unbelievably flammable that, like, it's... Might as well be laying down straw for these poor little moisture pumps. I hate it. I think Fang Face repairs a bit faster. And I'm going to have these guys leave in a minute. Actually, no, I'll have them leave first thing in the morning because caravans are always diurnal, not nocturnal, so there's not much point leaving in the middle of the night. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Zed City, which originally streamed live on Twitch November 21st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule, countdown timers to upcoming streams, and also a link to Discord if you'd like to join my online gaming community. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Zedites.